testing. Nice. Okay, so I did a stream a couple days ago where I was doing a survey solve, and it was going to be for something, and now I'm not going to do that because I chose to do the same thing at a different place. So now I am working on a survey solve for this parkade. Also, the other stream had like some copyrighted music because I guess I didn't have a repeat button properly set, and the tracks jumped out of this Stream Beats playlist. So hopefully this is better. But yeah, now I have to do, you know, I'm gonna redo this on stream so that at least it's there, because the other one I'm probably gonna take down. Yeah, but I've already done a lot of tracking on this, so hopefully I'll have it done in a decent time during this stream. So now, Akam, hello again. Survey, yeah. I was actually just saying that I'm the thing that I was gonna do on the other shot. Well, I'm gonna do it on this. I want to do some upside down vines, so I need an environment of this parkade. I think it'll look cooler here, and yeah. Also, the other stream had copyrighted music, so I got a warning on it. Okay, so I've already done a lot of work on this, so in case somebody doesn't know what a survey solve is, I have actual footage of this parkade, but I need an environment, and I didn't know what shot I was going to use, so I have a few shots of this, but because I have this survey environment, I'll have scale, I'll have models, I'll have 3D points that I can constrain to, so I nail the focal length on all my angles. So I've done some points, so now let's pick something. Let's go with the license plate right here. Let's go with the 9. I placed a tracker with C. C creates a new tracker, and if you hold Z and left click, then you can place that same tracker around your shot. Come, bro, I need more anamorphic with synth please. Oh man. Did some testing on anamorphic stuff recently. It's totally a 3D killer. It totally is. It's way better than 3D. By far. I'm not afraid to say that out loud. Yeah, I got some anamorphic footage, but it's not good. It's only a 1.6 aspect ratio, squeeze, whatever. And it's not the most... that footage, it's not... Yeah, it's not the best. I'll probably stream and work on it at some point anyway, but I don't know when. I'll probably do it, maybe in the next couple of days. I can't speak. Danasa, hello. Akam, really yay. Yeah, it's if that really yay is for Synthesize killing 3DE, yeah, I swear it will. There's also a plugin that Sergey at VFX worked with Russ, and this plugin is Synthesize to 3DE. So we can take all the anamorphic, all the animated stuff out of Synthesize, import it over to 3DE. So studios do not have to overhaul their pipelines. And that is a really good thing because that is very costly. Please make a tutorial. Yeah, I'll do a video on that. Probably a stream. Because my time is dwindling on stuff at the moment. Is that the same 9? What is that? Oh, not even the right vehicle. Oops. Let's put it over. Oh, I can't even see. I'm not even gonna try. I guess I could here. No, I'm not gonna try. Let's see. Over there? No. No, I can't see. I can't see that. Can't see that either. My camera is so bad at photos. I think that's the 9 right there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and actually add a tracker for the corner of the license plate. From a distance. Remember, be careful that you are holding Z when you click and place the same tracker. You don't want to accidentally hold C and make a new tracker. And if your feature is off screen, disable your tracker. I use the E key, or you can use the switch up here. And if your tracker is disabled, placing it with Z will also bring it back. Is that the car? That might be. It totally is the car. The license plate's a little bent. I'm a little bit worried about placing the tracker on that frame. You know what? I won't. I'm better than that. Denosa, how do you track cars slash reflective objects that have no tracking markers? Is it possible? Yes. Yeah. You got to be creative. I have methods. I do have methods. It's a little funny. It's something I'll have to show. I should track a car. I have some car footage. I'm going to be streaming a lot more here soon, I think. So I'll make a point to track a car and anamorphic shot. Anamorphic shot and a car here soon. Man, that plate is so bent. Man, it doesn't look that bent over here. What did I try? Wait, huh? I don't know. If it errors out in the solve, I guess I'll find out. Denaza, anamorphic car shots. No, I don't want to. I don't want to track anamorphic car shots. Actually, I could. Anamorphic and Synthize is so good. It would solve easily. Now I just need insurance so I can rent a proper anamorphic lens. I can't rent a proper one without insurance. I can only get these consumer-friendly Siru lenses. Okay, so I have 4 trackers here, so I'm going to backtrack and start trying to get trackers that are going to make this solve really connect, you know? I know this tracker down here doesn't actually appear on all frames of this column. That is by design. Because the columns have beveled edges, and I don't trust trying to guess where that beveled corner is. That's not even the same pillar by far. That's that pillar over there. So disable that. And I don't think we're returning, so good. And what's easy to connect? This looks pretty easy. I better be solving this in the next 20-30 minutes. In fact, I'm gonna time that. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. Well, see how that goes. What's this? There's no way that's the feature. Oh, it is. Cool. This frame is looking pretty empty. So is there something obvious I can get on this pipe? I don't... This isn't what I'm after, but let's get the white little flat speck up here. This is a good piece to have anyway, because I'm going to be modeling some of these bars. Is that it? Yes, it is. Also, I gotta make sure that I disable my tracker for these in-betweens. Don't know why I said it like that. Shift R. Oh, I have a little bug. So when I reverse the tracking direction, all this stuff turns off. Let's go over here, hit E, E, E. Wow, I've never actually seen it not all turn on at once. Okay, interesting. Sometimes you can click off, create a new tracker, delete it, click back on, and those frames will reappear. It's kind of weird. Oh, am I even gonna try this distance? It's this, right? Yeah, it's that. I can't make it out now. We're not doing it. What's the best way to deal with not enough initial frame when you don't have more points to track? Not enough initial frame. Let me hit solve, see what... Do I get a warning like that somewhere here? I don't recall seeing an error like that, or at least not reading about it. Not enough initial frame. Well, sometimes when there's minimal trackers, man, this is a hard thing to talk about. I have a trick for when I have very minimal things to track. I might have to set up a demo to show how that works, which I can do shortly. I think I can set up a demo here shortly. Okay, I'm not tracking that pipe anymore. Now, let's get this. I like this. This is the greatest thing right here. Little contrasty dots. Man, I love contrasty dots. I may have got it wrong. Basically like the error where they can't find the reference frame to establish the solve. The initial, so what I kind of think you're talking about is, let me finish putting this dot on here. Is that the same dot? Oh, it totally is. Nice. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. This dot is really going far above and beyond the Call of Duty with this survey. Okay, it's gone. I'm going to disable that. So the initial frames. Let's see. Satisfactory initial frame, I think it's called. I actually don't know. When you read that, are you reading it in this error box or this error window or whatever this is called? What's it called? Oh, cancels before I could see what it's called. Are you getting it in here? Basically what I'm guessing, initial frames? Oh, satisfactory initial frames. I know what that, okay, I know what that is. Initial frames is, let's say if I did this. Yes, the error box. Yeah, so what that is, so if I come over to solver, we see beginning and end frame right here. And you would use this with automatic mode. So ideally with beginning and end frame, your whole shot has to start somewhere. And it can't start with one frame because there's no parallax. So that's not going to help you. You need 2 frames because once you have a camera on 2 different perspectives, that's like your 2 eyes. You get to see depth. So you need 2 frames to start with. These are your initial frames. Initial because it's the first frames that your solve is going to start with. And those 2 frames are typically automatically chosen. And Synthesize and most software do a good job at this. Basically, it's like, look at these trackers. And then look over here. Are they in this frame? No, they're not. There's like 2 over there, right? So let's go ahead and... Oh, there's like 5. You need at least like 4 trackers. 4 of the same, like 4 of the same trackers to exist between your 2 starting frames. So here we have 4, right? There's actually 6. If I go over here, and you can see them over here. So these 2 frames could count as your initial frames. And so like I can use this frame and this frame as initial frames. Or this one, there's only 3 points. Oh, there's 4. There's one up there. So I can use these 4 trackers with this frame. Like, so your 2 starting frames, you want to make sure that you have at least 4 matching trackers between your starting frames. Sometimes shots are so erratic and your trackers turn on and off that you might accidentally not have points that start on that frame. Or when you solve, Synthesize is aware that the solve is so broken, the numbers are so erratic, and the points are in such crazy depth that it might already know that your tracker's hot garbage. So, you might need to direct that. Sometimes a solve just can't do it, and you have to like build some geometry of your set, project your points, hit solve. Sometimes you have to bullshit some points and hit solve. There's a lot of ways to fix it, but basically for like my shot, I might pick initial frames like this and this because it's all the same trackers. So if I go 1 over to, let's say 10, so that's my left eye, and I can make this other one like, I don't know, 11. And I like to call these left and right eye just because, you know, your eyes see depth because they're placed differently in space. So I can solve, and my track is not done, so I'm gonna have garbage. But you could see that I have a solve. Yeah, like my solve's gonna be crap because I'm not done tracking. But I hope that makes sense. Val Arts, guess who's back? Back again. Got the... Is that the Slim Shady thing? Hello, my friend. 3D equalizer today, I wish. Well, actually, I don't. I had confirmation today because I did some testing. I had confirmation that 3DE is garbage. That's not good for me to say. It's good, it has its strengths, but Synthesize is faster. It calced better, it calced faster. And it's, to me, has more nifty, useful tools. Yeah, not good for me to be on here just bashing software because, you know, I might just not be good at it. It's like I clarified in the last video. 3D's got some cool tools I wish Synthesize had, but the new Synthesize it's so much better. Friendly question. Hope it don't offend. Oh no. Why do tutorial on such as these focus on ideal shots and not real production situations, sorry. Yeah, that's a fun question. I've actually answered that one before too. What's kind of funny is, let's say if I look at, and this happens with like, I find this happens a lot with all people who are making content and tutorials. It is hard to escape. Like if I go out shooting something, there's like this unconscious bias in my mind that whatever I shoot, I'm gonna have good perspective there. I'm gonna hold my camera a certain way, and then I just like a hard shot is hard to replicate because it's the most unexpected things in production. Like let's say what about, hold on, I'm gonna show something real quick. I'm gonna save this. One sec, I'm gonna load in a shot. It's an anamorphic one. Fun. Let me just be right back. Hold on. I'm still here. Anamorphic shot incoming. Oh, where is it? Lost track. Oh, there it is. Huh. That doesn't look very anamorphic. I think I loaded in the wrong shot. I think I loaded in the wrong shot. 1 second. What's a better one? Okay, so this might answer Danasa's question. I got a shot. I'm gonna load it up and try. Wait, let me just take another. Let me just take a peek at another shot. 1 sec. Good evening, Walnut Brain. You're hanging out in my right ear today, I see. Wait, am I? Did I screw up my audio? Testing. What? Why? My audio's screwed up. Oh no, I don't know how to fix that. Okay. Why is this plate not playing? Sorry, I'm just grabbing an anamorphic shot here so I can show something. Okay, I got something. It's okay. It's not the best, but I just want to show something for Nanasa and also just talk about something for ValArts. No way, I just lost the shot. Oh, there it is. Okay, coming back in 1 second. Okay. We are back. So, let's go 24 FPS, and I'm going to hit more, open this up, and this is an anamorphic shot, so we got to de-squeeze it. And this lens is 1.6 factor. What would you call it, factor? I realize that there's some anamorphic terms that apparently have been used incorrectly in the industry for years, but I can't remember what it is. So I'm not going to try and sound smart. But I'm going to go 1.6, factor of 1.6. And it should de-squeeze this. Yes. So yeah, there's a thing about shots. I suffer from the problem where I just subconsciously, I'm always filming shots in a way that's easy. Like, shots in production, like the DPs and whoever, they don't care. They just like, they want the angle of this person's face and they want a green screen and they do a slight move and a zoom and there's distortion. Like, I just don't shoot any of that. I'm not in those environments that I shoot anything like that. I also don't have rigs that have long lenses. Long lenses mean that you need to carefully tell your points where to go because they're not going to find the proper depth. I also only have a wide angle lens and I like using my own footage. Danasa. Oh, yeah, just to finish. Yeah, I'm just bad at shooting footage, honestly. Like, if anybody wanted to ship me some hard shots, like, I wouldn't mind trying to do some stuff on stream. I also am a little bit worse on stream than I am in real life because I get distracted very easily. But if you have something like that you shot or something you know I can work with, or maybe point me at a movie, I'll just maybe take the clip off YouTube and I'll try track it. But yeah, by the way, no offense. No, don't worry about offending me. You can't offend me. Okay, so Arcgrid has some really challenging shots. Maybe great examples of studio shot to try out. Somebody also said it comes down to money, because if they are going to real projection toots, then because if they are going to do real yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. They will require the money for producing such shots. Yeah, that kind of like that goes along with what I said. Like, I'm not in those environments shooting with, like, I'm not shooting dollies. I have long zooms to keep a stable shot, and I don't have somebody pulling focus. ValArts, I have made some tutorials for me. It can come down to not having enough resources, and also I might have wanted to focus on demoing specific techniques, so I'm biased. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's like a comp artist. By the way, yeah, Danasa, by the way, he has some really cool stuff. I saw his tutorials. Danasa is a good buddy of mine. We used to be roommates until he left me. So yeah, it's kind of like a lot of, when I was learning how to key, I was trying to learn how to do some keying a long time ago, in all the tutorials, like cleanest green screen ever. But in reality, you have a cheap little green screen that's not big enough, so you have to do roto part of this, you have to green screen part of this, and then you have to blend the edges, and then you have to erode the colors and mats on the inside of the, you know, the color spill and stuff under the mat. I don't know, it's hard to get a hold of proper shots. I'll send some archive footage for the next stream. Am I allowed to use that footage? Am I allowed to use archive footage? I don't know. I have to figure that out. Link to Danasa page. Can't click his name. Danasa, if you can toss that. Danasa should be on my Discord, I think. If not, Danasa, what are you doing? Okay, so Danasa, I'm going to show you something real quick. I think this will solve your initial frame thing. So I'm going to put one tracker out here. This is going to be the fastest solve in the world. Likely the best you've ever seen, frankly. I'm also going to try a trick on this too. Also, I'm going to trim this. So let's right click. Set end shot at click. Yeah, there we go. Time bar. We'll lock that. This is so slow. We ain't doing this. I'm going to half res this. Come on. Cache a little faster. Come to think of it, I think this shot actually is just going to solve immediately. So this might not work. But it'll be a quick trick for how I would get a free move for this. I'm going to get a free move, solve this guy standing in place, and have the background do its thing. And let's turn that off. Okay, and let's go get something over here real quick. Okay, don't need that. Does it come back over here? No, it doesn't. Thank you. Get a point right here. I'm on Discord, I'm not very active. Yeah, Danasa VFX. Okay, so I also now need a point on this guy. How do I track this guy? Because I need him to solve. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it by hand tracker. But the thing is if you try to do it by hand tracker here, so I can place one point here and come over here, place one by his neck. This way I'm not getting the up and down jitters of the plate. And I don't want to do that by hand. So let's see if this thing works. I'm going to come over here, come to Stabilize, and we're going to go Filter. Come on. Put a little pep in your step, Synthesize. I think this histogram makes it slow for me. Oh, 20 minutes. My timer went off. My timer went off and I forgot I was doing that. I was going to try and have that shot solving by now. So, is it show? How do I hide this? What's this? Oh God, what did I do? Oh! Mother... Well... I don't know if I want to do that again. Huh. You know what? I'm gonna go get a drink real quick. I'll be right back. That was a little disheartening. One sec. I'll be right back. I just need some water. Okay, I'm back. Valart. Oh, Dinasa. Oh my god, what happened? It crashed, man. I gotta put my headsets on. It crashed. Oh my god, that was frustrating. But I got me some Wawa. Okay. So, let me launch my Synthesize back up real quick. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that again real quick because, and I'm gonna do it fast. I'm gonna do it like fast because it's kind of something I want to show. It's kind of cool. I think it's useful to people. And we're coming back in a moment. Okay, now 24 FPS. We're gonna go more. Anamorphic squeeze 1.6, and I'm not gonna bother with the sensor. Actually, I am gonna bother with the sensor because I'm going to scale the guy, and I'm gonna scale the buildings. Try VFX. What's your actual name, if you don't mind me asking? My name is the name of the Discord server, actually. Calvin Kingdon. What am I doing? Oh yeah. I was gonna grab my camera sensor. A7S3 sensor. Millimeters. Okay, anamorphic. We're gonna want to use the height, not the horizontal. We're gonna want to use height because when you de-squeeze footage, you're changing your sensor size going sideways. 23.8. Okay, so now that I have that, we're going to be able to type in a focal length of 100. Now, all right. So, I'm going to quickly blast in a couple of points. So I am not going to touch that weird thing that happened in the image prep. Oh, that's right. I down-res this before. And I swear that this histogram thing makes the shot very slow. I just don't remember how to shut it off. I like it, but it's very slow. Oh man, gotta wait for everything. Good, good. Still not showing. All right. We are close to this thing that's now taking too much time to show. Okay, so just this point, and I'm actually going to save this file. Nope, this point too. Is this on Grenville Island? Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Let's do the exposed down. Thank you, Walnut. Oh, one more here. I might have accidentally made some duplicate points. Yeah, I did. We'll see if it works anyway. I'm curious what that does. Okay, so now that I have this, one sec, I'm gonna save. All right, now we're gonna do this. File arts Kelvin. Yeah. Doing the Lord's work. Yeah, yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Walnut, this has been Walnut was the one who like suggested this exposure thing here in the viewport. Super handy. Okay, so now I need a point for the guy. This is where we crashed. I need a point for the guy. But I want to do a by hand point. So if I make a tracker, hit by hand, and if I were to go ahead, place this periodically, like, yeah, we have a rough motion of him, not very good, but we don't get the up and down jitter. So we need some of that jitter in this motion. So what we're going to do is we're going to save again, hit P, and we're going to come over to stabilize. And man, I wish, okay, you know what? Since I saved, how can I close this? Huh? What's this? Oh, that's cool. I don't remember how to close this. Eh, whatever, it stays. It's a buddy now. So if I go filter in the stabilize, come on. Whoa, no way. No way. So I crashed, but the window is what? Okay. That shouldn't be possible. Yeah, the window, yeah, okay. I don't know. Filter seemed to work, so let's flip the other one. And we're gonna make this something like 1. The cut frequency. And we'll auto scale. Actually, let's not auto scale. Nah, we'll leave it on. I'm gonna go adjust, and we're gonna go output, stabilization, and we're gonna apply to trackers. Now the trackers are updated. So we're gonna hit OK. Why did I do this? Because the footage... Dario, whoa, how do you do the contrast change without the image processor? Howdy, by the way. The contrast change, are you talking about exposure? This thing? If you're talking about this, it's a thing that was added a few versions ago thanks to Walnut. Walnut in the chat here. It's super awesome. It's nice to be able to visualize your trackers. I've been using it a lot. Okay, so now I've stabilized the shot. You see how nice and buttery smooth it is? I love that Synthesize can do this, because now what I can do is I can make a tracker here. We're gonna go by hand. And we're going to gradually place it on a couple frames. Whoops, let's undo this. Bring it over here a little bit, and I'm trying to keep it on the same height. I don't know how much he's stepping around. Okay, so we have... Oh, I don't like this right here. Let's try clear this one. Maybe right here, we're gonna go... Oh, by the way, if you want to drag it left and right perfectly, you can come over here, I think. No, not that. No, not that. No, not that. There's a position, yeah, right here. You got your U and V position up here. So I can drag the tracker left and right. Okay, well... We're just gonna pretend that this here is good, okay? Man, I kind of want it to look cool for the example, though. Let's bring this over here. And, okay. So we have the smooth tracker. And now that I have a smooth tracker, what I'm going to do is lock it. We also have to bake the bake keys into this before. I'm about to reverse all this. So I'm going to hit, nope, not this. Hit F7 on my keyboard. Come over to the graph editor. Oh, by the way. Howdy, save often. Yeah. Dario, yes, yes. Walnut, if you hit the button that says Curves Corrector, it turns off the little buddy there. Oh, Curves Corrector. Walnut Brain, in the image process. Yeah, we'll do that in a second. I want to see. It's funny because I already found it before. But for some reason, I can't see how to turn it off now. Okay, so over here under the tracker, I'm going to come over to U and V position. And U and V position, now we can see the path that it's animating on. Also, why is that kinked? Let's right-click this, make this smooth. Maybe that caused me problems. Oh, also I have to unlock the tracker, sorry. So let's unlock that tracker. Oh no, and it tracked, I think. Let's go to a frame where I won't screw anything up. And now... unlock. There we go, because I'm on a keyframe. So I'm going to right-click this. Oh, I can't make it smooth still? Okay, we're not going to. So, I'm going to take this here, use the plus button, and see, I'm just going to add keys to the whole thing. There we go. The tracker is baked. I'll lock it again. So now that it's baked, Calvin, check out the Discord server for the link of the arc where it's, I think it would be a perfect example of the production difficulty shot in the chat. I'll check it. Yeah, let's check it out. Once I solve this, let's take a peek. So now that I have this tracker, we have to get rid of the stabilization on this plate. So I'm going to go hit P and, oh, by the way, how do we do this? Walnut said, hit the button that says Curves Corrector. Huh? Where's Curves Corrector? There's a button that says Curves Corrector? Oh, wow, it's right there. Hey. Nice. Okay, it's only under that tab. Okay, so I'm going to go to output, and with stabilization still checked on, we're going to hit remove from trackers. So now the trackers snap back to where they were before the stabilization, and the benefit is that this tracker also jumped back. And we did this on the smooth footage. So now we're going to go to stabilize, and we're going to shut it down. Scale, I hope the scale isn't still there. I might have to click auto scale. Yes, auto scale. Oh weird, I opened it on my own Synthesize and it was there. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so now that we have this, if I play this by hand tracker, you see how it has the up and down movement of the shot? Because we took the motion of the background, the general motion, and we stabilized it, did a smooth tracker, and it translated the motion over. So now we have jittery noise in the foreground for our person. And I didn't take a lot of time to make it stable left and right, so it's not the best, but... So now let's do a quick layout of this. So over here, I'm going to use this frame just because I kind of like the horizon. And I'm also going to take this tracker. Actually, I'll do it in a second. You'll see what I'm going to do. I'm going to make a earthling. Here we go. Vaughn. Oh, that shot looks tricky. Oh, I'm looking forward to checking it out. One sec. So this person, we're going to scale this to, let's say, I think this dude might be around 160 or something. I don't know. Probably a little taller than that. And now let's turn him around. And we're going to go hole, move up. And if you do hole and your guy moves, right click, 3D hole effects meshes off. So now if we come up here, I'm going to bring this guy relatively over here, roughly in his position. And now we're going to project some points. So Danasa, this is, if you're still here, Danasa, this is where, yes, imagine the clients would send such shots and understand the level. Yeah, understand the level of difficulties. I need to like set my chat up so I can get it on screen too, for anybody watching the stuff back. So now, Danasa, I don't know if this helps you that much, but it's kind of a cool trick I'm just gonna go with now. So basically, this human, my scale, I'm gonna duplicate him, and we're gonna get the depth of the background. So duplicate mesh, and now I'm gonna, oh boy, I'm gonna drag this dude way over here, and I know how big these things are over here. Like, so this over here, this is like a little boardwalk, and I'm probably the height of, well, I'll just drag this dude over here, show you how tall I am probably over there. I might be something like this over there. This is somewhere I walk very frequently. And my dude, I don't know how high he is yet, but let's say that's our background. Now let's orient our scene a little bit. I'm gonna hit 4 on my keyboard. F4 gives you a quad view with a camera view where you can track, but 4 gives you a quad view with a 3D perspective view. Danasa, yes, I'm still here. Nice. So now, I'm gonna orient my horizon a little bit. I'm gonna drop it down. The horizon should probably be below this boardwalk. I know this boardwalk's flat, or it should be somewhere around this boardwalk-ish. So sure, there we go. And let's, actually, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so now because I have the little person in the background, I'm gonna make a plane. And this plane, I cannot see in my perspective. I could see in my camera view, I can't see in my perspective view. To fix that, I can do a couple things. I'm gonna change my world size up a bit to like 500. Didn't need to do that really. Let's go up to scene settings and clipping plane. Let's add a 0 to this. There we are. And now, so that's our background. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take 2 points here, drop them on the mesh. Now we have 2 points projected onto that wall. We told them that those points need to be roughly in the area of that person. That's how big our world scale is now. And the person, we need some points for the person now. So I can take this 1 point and I can drop it on the mesh as well. I have a hotkey, by the way. If you want to drop meshes, if you want to drop trackers, you come up to track, drop on a mesh. So now I need a second point. If I solve now, it won't work. I need 4 points for this to work. So I'm going to duplicate this point. I'm actually going to go to the first frame. And I'm going to go new. Okay. And I'm going to turn on offset, an editable offset. And now I'm going to drag this up. Just somewhere up here. It doesn't matter. And I'm going to lock it. So now I have 2 trackers. One is offset. So 2 trackers means that you anchor the scale of your foreground. So now that I have these 4 points over here projected, I'm going to come over to solver. I can solve using 2 solvers, automatic, and I can set the beginning and end frame. And that's what you were saying, Danasa, like initial frames. Sometimes you got to tell it which frames you need. So I would need these frames over here. And between these 2 frames that I've chosen, we can see our 4 trackers, right? And if I were to solve with constrain on, this should work. Yeah, it looked like it worked. Also, it's going real fast, but why did it move? Let's undo that. It moved. Oh yeah, because I don't remember what frame I projected this on. Might be this frame. Oh, also, I didn't, this point here screwed up. This point up here, it has a locked point that's based on his neck. Because I duplicated it and I offset it upwards, but I didn't redrop the point. So I can do this. So one, you see it's protected on his neck. They're overlapping seed points right now. If I hit drop, you see ones on the back of his head. Sometimes you might not have geo there available. So if I undo that, you could also come over to tracker, seed position Y, and drag it up until it lines up. So see it, there's the point, and I can hold control, fine drag the seed point until it's level with the tracker. And now I should be able to solve in automatic or from seed points mode. So let's see this. From seed, nope. Okay, well from seed point mode failed apparently. So let's go to automatic. And constraint is on. We got our 2 frames chosen in this area with our 4 constraint trackers. And hit go. That moved still. Why did it move? So let's go to this frame. Suspicious. So let's solve a couple times. I'm gonna play with this and see if any of these trick it into solving something different. That's got me very curious. I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna drop this. And they all have seed on. Great. This has seed on. This is locked. And constraint is on. Automatic. We've chosen our 2 frames. And Shift G. Oh, now it's just broken. Okay, so why is that? Huh. So what did I do wrong? So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. World size. I might drag that up a bit, see what happens. Sometimes this world size can influence your solve. Let's play around with these. That's so weird. I actually don't know what's happening here. I've never seen... Like, I've had some weird crap happen in Synthesize, as with all software, but I've never seen something so basic and clean. I didn't do anything to these. No 08s. Huh. That is unusual. Let's go drop them all. What would be causing that? My number one problem with this amazing Trollmageddon, number one problem with this amazing software is the setting the coordinate and scale. Can't seem to get a handle on it. Yeah, that took me a while too. Sorry, one sec. Okay. So I don't know why this I've never seen this is the what could cause that? Constraint off, let's solve. There's literally nothing to the scene. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Wait, did I add that? When did I add that? I have one projected on his arm. When did I do that? Did I do that after effect? It's still not working. Oh, constrain. I need constrain. What? Huh. I'm very curious what I've done here now. I have had scenarios where you just gotta like rebuild your file. Because there's some, I don't know. like the solvers do read off the existing solves. I could try to clear all this. Huh. Why would it do... Oh, did I animate the focal length or something? No, I didn't. Also, let's make this known. Wait, it's working now. Why? Why is it working? Why is that working? Okay, also sometimes I can track a shot that pans from one area to another, manually track it, and the camera just stops moving halfway through, even with the graph showing perfection. Shot pans from one area to another. Manually track it, and the camera just... Yeah, that's a weird one. Like, that's one I would have to see what your trackers are doing. Because that'd be pretty hard for SynthEyes to just stop in a motion like that. So I'm very curious, like, what happened there? Okay, so if this were, I gotta go finish my survey. But let's see what this did. Oh, this is also wrong. And I don't know why. Oh, what? You know what, Trollmageddon, you're right. SynthEyes is garbage. Okay, so what is causing that? I've never seen it crap out at something so simple. Like, this is gonna sound like a bashing joke, but this to me just... This is 3D stuff right here. I'm just screwing around at this point. I'm not doing these because I think it'll help. I'm like trying to... Let's go from seed point. Huh. So cancel that. Yes, clear that. And constrain off. What'll it do if I just do this? Also, all the points, turn them to unconstrained. Yeah, that figures. Okay, so I'm gonna take this frame. I'm gonna very crudely, I'm gonna also give up on this in a second, because I want to do my survey. Okay, so very crude. Also, let's select all the trackers. Right click, click off seed, unconstrained, right click target box. There's nothing else here. Okay, so I'm going to take these four, drop them on a mesh. And last time we needed to use automatic. From seed point did not like that. From seed mode actually apparently likes 6 points, which I've had it work with 4 a lot. So this worked. Why did that work? Actually, this worked really well. Why did it work really well? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why that worked, honestly. But anyway, you can put your matrix grid in here. See what the space is looking like. And it looks pretty nice. But you want to do a little bit of smooth. You always want to do a tiny bit of smooth. There's always this computer jitter in here. In this case, there barely is jitter because I did a filter smooth by hand track. So my foreground is actually very smooth and we're anchored by very far away points. So this is like the world's biggest teeter-totter. But just in the spirit of finishing this up, I'm going to go do a high frequency filter because I don't want to delete the overall motion. I just want to get rid of any spikes. So I'm going to hit apply, reset, and switch to refine mode. More position, hit get our smooth path loaded, and hit go. So that should have did a little solve, and did it? Yes, it did. The solve changed slightly, not much, because again, my by hand mode, what I did with the stabilization made this very smooth. Okay, so anyway, that was a quick solve I didn't expect to do in this video, and a very frustrating one. So I think I had a tracker, one of them somewhere I constrained or something, and I didn't see it. Because I wiped all the trackers, and I think that's what fixed it. Yeah. Synthize is playing with our emotions today. Oh yeah, that crash was wild. I got to make use of my sensor button, so that was fun. Trollmageddon. I don't know how long you're gonna be here, but hold on, I gotta swap my Synthize file over. I don't know how long you're gonna be here, but I will be doing scaling and constraints on my shot in a... I will be doing that stuff on this survey here pretty soon. I'm just getting some points added. But yeah, just to let you know. Oh yeah, I gotta check out that link. Yeah, Valar. Just 1 second. Hold on. I will be showing it. I will be showing it. I just always gotta be mindful of what I'm loading up. Oh, that looks fun. Oh god, go back up. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, so, you know what? This shot looks like something on my demo reel. So a shot like this, what I would immediately do is, well, you're going to track people. And also, a little bit of that dirt mound over here. I'm going to try track to some of that little dirt mound over here. It's going to be a lot of manual, nudging a point, frame by frame, scrubbing, seeing how the tracker feels with the motion. You're going to try put as many... Why spacebar keep... Oh, because that. Yeah, it's going to be like trying to balance trackers on that mound, but probably you're going to track the people. Like this dude here is pretty still. You can use him. And some of the trees over there. And this actually would be... This shot would actually be just like what I just did with that lake. If there's a free move, you can fake a point around a guy and then project the points at different depths and then force a free move. This shot looks like a nodal camera, so you'd probably just find as many points as you can. There's some trees back there. Trees, little hill over here. You can contrast this plate up and just track points on the ridge, solve as a nodal. Give it a very long lens. Like, I don't know what this was shot at. If it were me, I'd probably make it something like 200 or 300, something absurd. Because this looks like a very compressed image. This is very zoomed in. Yeah, this shot isn't too bad. I'll show you a really tough one. Don't forget to check the link in Discord. I remember back when you first got that. Oh, you were saying, yeah, chat question. I remember back when you first got that. Good times. Good time. God, what did I get? What did I get? What if I needed to add depth to this nodal shot? If you wanted to add depth, it would actually be exactly what I did with that guy on the with that guy I just solved. Basically, scale it yourself. Like, oh, that tree. I know how big a tree is. Make some geo for it. You know, do I see a human? Do I know roughly where he is? Put a human there. And now you can figure out how far they need to be, what your focal length needs to be, and that's just guesswork. Like, be a little artistic about it. And you would just project your points and force them to be in those backgrounds. You would just do what I did with that beach. Walnut Brain. Oh, that was back when you mentioned the sensor button. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the sensor button's great. Now, what was I doing? What was I doing? Oh, I was gonna quickly show my demo reel, something on my demo reel for Stranger Things. Let me go back one more second. Gotta find my crappy demo reel. I don't know how to edit a good reel. My reel was more for just like my family and friends to watch. Because at the time I actually didn't need the reel. Okay. I got it here. So Stranger Things. Oh, funny enough, like I know what the vines look like in CG. I want to do is that's the VFX shot I want to do is of the vines. Where is it? Ah, these ones. Wait, not these ones. These ones. This shot. This is this shot actually looked like this, and I had to track this. This is a free moving camera. I had to track. There were no flashlights. They didn't look like this anyway. They were very dim. So I had to track all the lights in 3D depth. And the camera, see the spores? There's spores in the air and those are fake. So a shot like this is a hand animated camera. All the flashlights were point tracked, just a single point, and then I hand animated the rotation to match the lights that they had. This part, I literally, it's impossible to see it. When I had the plate for this, I could contrast it up so much and I can actually see some of the cave set that's behind the smoke. Like, it's impossible to make out here. But I was able to put like, maybe, I don't know, like 1 or 2 or 4 something trackers somewhere in here at the time. And the camera solved, but it was all janky and bad. But what I ended up doing was, in Synthesize, I was like, okay, the points look janky, and the camera was like, but you can tell it to go in a straight line. You could say, lock the left and right movement, lock the up and down, but keep forward and back unlocked, so your camera will do like pushing stuff. So there's stuff you can do, like you can lock and restrict and hand animate some camera path and whatever, and like you can hand animate the camera yourself on a couple frames and then have it solve the rotations. So it's your movement, but with the tracker rotations. So stuff like that you would be creative for. Oh, great. I gotta clean this up. I know that wasn't a good answer. That's kind of a hard one to answer without a demo. Where was I? Let me kill the solve because I want to see if I can get this solving in 20 minutes. I'm going to set the timer again. Maybe 15 minutes because I did track for 5 minutes. Set a timer for 15 minutes. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Panic mode initiate. I want to be in Blender tonight. Oh, something's... Oh yeah, I started a point. Let me finish this one. Oh, where'd that go? There it is. Crafty little tracker. Man, that would be great on a t-shirt if you were a match move artist working at Crafty Apes. Crafty little tracker. I'm very interested to see what constraints do on the shot because the parkades are very crooked. They're not very like, they're not straight. Valarts, hope if next stream you could try out some of those shot mentioned. Bye peeps. Yeah, later. I'm keeping that shot page tracked. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to use stuff like that, but I can definitely do some. Like, I don't know if I can use footage from a course. Was that a course? I don't know. Or can I buy that footage? I don't know. Anyway, if you're still here, later. And that tracker's done. Come over here and disable these in-betweens that I left sloppily. Whoops, disable that. Okay, and now I can get that other tracker that I started. Ugh. Ugh. There we are. World's first tracking speedrun. Actually, that would be a lie. And disable that in between. Oh, it did it itself. Cool. Okay, what are the other biggest gaps here that I can fill? Probably right here. Let's try to get this. I saw this. Now it is off screen, and there's no way I'm going to find it over here. Oh, maybe. So this thing. Oh man. No. It might be like this, but I'm not gonna. No, there's no way. I'm not gonna try. Here's an empty frame. Let's find some stuff here. Cool logo. Whatever this is. I don't know cars. I don't even know what a car is. I haven't even heard that word until I said it. Actually, what's that line from? Haven't even heard that word until you said it. That's from a movie or something. It's getting a little skewed. I don't want to track that anymore. So let's find another point over here. What about the pipes? Is there something clear here? You know what? Let's just get the license plate right here. I'm worried I'm not going to hit that 15-minute timer. Now what else over here can I connect easily? This frame could use something. Right here. Center white mass. That's hard to see. I think that's it, but I'm not going to try. Man, this point's pretty solid. This might connect me. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. This frame, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I hit F3 and come over here. So what's this frame doing? Oh, that's the frame I looked at. Okay, can I fill this frame out? What's this? I think that's this here. I think I nailed it. This frame looks a little crazy. So what about this 6 right here? Bottom of the 6. Looks like things are getting like kind of close. I wonder if I messed around with some stuff. Wonder if it just worked now. Nope. What if I clear that, turn off these frames? Nope. Also, I should turn off transition frames. Transition frames smooths your trackers as they go off frame, but these trackers are so erratic and they turn off so fast that I don't want any smoothing. That point is so off. Let's try this yellow strip right here. Need some more points. I'm gonna head off to bed now. Nice to see you streaming again. Hope I can drop by more often. Thank you, Walnut. It's good to have you by. And hope you enjoy your sleep. Sleep sounds good to me too. Well, that crapped it out. Oh. What do we have here? What do we have here? Okay. We're doing something. Alright, I'm going to switch to refine. Save. And also I'm going to... Oh, wait, hold on. I just want to make sure I don't have any, like, project show codes and stuff in my save history, so I'm just versioning up. Save next version. Okay. Now we're seeing some cool stuff. Now, is this just going to solve? Yes, it did. So if I look over here, yeah, we can see we have some nice stuff. Okay, what else do I need? So I guess at this point I'm gonna add some things that I feel like I might need to model. Really, I don't need points when I'm modeling now, because if I need any feature, a corner, I'm gonna be modeling most of this stuff. I need geometry for everything. But if I were to need anything, I have tricks to do that in other software. But it doesn't hurt to have trackers on this stuff. Specifically the ground. That looks pretty good. Cool. The wall, I could use this wall. Due to how much data survey solves give you, there is a point where I will not be improving anything anymore by adding more points. So there's some of these points might just be gratuitous. We'll see. Make sure that's the same dot. It is, so let's nudge it up a little bit. Even though I'm generally being pretty careless with my trackers. And let's get this wall over here. Oh, well, my timer went off, so I have a working solve. I'm happy, man. Now let's just add a couple things gratuitously. And then I want to toss this in the Blender so that I can model. I might stream myself modeling and doing a bunch of stuff in Blender. I don't know if anybody cares. But I want to have it so if anybody's like, how would you model this stuff? Then I'll just point them at that. It's not, man, it's kind of not worth me adding that point anymore. So I'm not gonna. Save, keep saving as I go. I will appreciate some ground points. Nice thing about getting this far is when you solve, you can lock onto a point, and then you can just scrub through your shot and see where else it needs to land. And then you can just reposition it on those frames. And then you solve and you watch it update, and hey, look at that. So does that appear anywhere else? Not really, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. I would like this wall at the start. to have a little bit more depth vertically. Let's hit solve so I can see its 3D point. There it is. And up here, I'd like some major surfaces. I'm hitting X also so that my tracker like creates itself at the 3D point. Because I'm doing like quick solves and then snapping the point over to where I want it to be. Okay, so let's set up a coordinate system. No clue if Trollmageddon is still here. If you happen to be, this is actually kind of a funny shot to do it on, but I'm gonna set something up rough. So let's say I want a point up here. I'm gonna get some points that are specifically axis points. Okay, solve. And now I want something down low. Okay, hopefully that is good. So I need an origin point. Origin, let's make it this, right center. And I don't need it to be an origin. I can make it locked. In fact, I'm gonna go lock. I like lock. I don't get the point of origin. And now I'm gonna tell a couple points like this. I'm gonna link them. So I selected one, alt click the other. Now it's linked and you can see there's a line connecting them. And I'm gonna tell it these are on they're parallel on Y. And I also need to give, out of all the links I make, I do have to apply scale to one of them. I'm gonna make this like, I don't know, like I'm around 200 centimeters. So I'm gonna pretend that's how tall I am next to that pillar. And over here, I can link these two as Y. And what else have we got? Are any of these pillars parallel? Not really. The pipes are kind of parallel, but they also sag and are probably crudely added in. So let's add a point over here on the bottom of the sign and get ourselves an X. Okay, and I'm gonna alt click that one and make this one on X. Okay, so this could go good, could go bad. We'll see. So I'm just gonna solve. And it did, man, I don't know what it did, honestly. Is that even a correct scale? Oh, did I scale? Did I actually enter that in? I did, right? 200. Okay. And this is X. We'll also have to tell it. So this is going to be negative polarity from relative to what it's linked to. The tall one, I'm also going to say relative to the tracker it's linked to, it's on positive Y. So polarity positive Y. And why is it solving like this? Also, how many do I have? I have... What's this? Why is this red? Oh, did I just accidentally link a 0.8? Why does it say that? 0.8. Should seed be on? Huh. Well, that's a new problem to me. So I got X, I got Y, and just to be certain, that is Y, right? Do the rest of these need seed? I don't think so. Haven't had to do that for stuff like this. Also, I should scale a guy in here and see what happens. Earthling, duh. Oh. That's already a bad sign. Okay, so that's just clearly wrong already. So. Let's go automatic. What would this do? So this is 200, and what are the units? Centimeters. Okay, so I don't know what could be causing this. Let's look at the constraints window again. And I only have one distance in here. There's nothing fighting. The points are also free solving. So I have one. So I have a Y. I have a locked point over here. You know what? What if origin just worked and I mocked it? I have a parallel X. And I have another Y. Okay, I don't want to use, and if anybody's wondering why I'm not using constrain, I don't want to force anything. If I use constrain, actually it's not working right now by the looks of it. It would force the constraints to be perfectly straight in a line, but I don't want to force this relatively organic parkade. Parkades are not straight lines typically. So I can likely add another Y point somewhere. I'm going to give that a try. Give it some more lines to look at. I have a way that I can do this as well without this stuff, but I want to do it this way. Whoops. Oh, that is it. Cool. Is that it? Yes, it is. Alright, and now get one above it on the shadow right here, which I think might go away. Nope. It is only strengthened by the sensor light. It's probably right here. I'm not gonna try exactly. Okay, I'm just gonna call that done, and I'm gonna link these two parallel Y. I'm very surprised. Why do these want to go crooked? Also, the solve got butchered. Also, I think I have constraint on. Yep, that has to go. So this. Everything is solving so small, too. So I'm going to actually clear all of the... What's zero weight? Which one is zero weight? I don't remember the easiest way to select the zero weight. I think it's script trackers select by type. Zero weighted. Oh, it's that? Is that what's been causing me the problems? No way. Also, did I clear all that? No, it's still... The links are still here. Right? I didn't clear any of that, did I? Parallel to X. Now, what's this doing? Okay, so I did the thing I said I wasn't going to do. I turned on constraint and I'm forcing these straight. Which, on small scales, isn't awful. But I don't really want, like, I wouldn't tell this pillar it's parallel with that pillar. Like, the floor is all uneven. The walls are uneven. The ceiling is all, it's gonna bow in. It's gonna be droopy. So if I just do an axis on a pillar like that, probably fine. Small thing like the sign, hopefully they leveled that okay. So yeah, like I just don't want to do a lot of axes on this stuff, so I'm not gonna. I like what I have. I will likely model this. If anything's crooked, then hey, it's crooked, and I'll model it as such. Yes, I am happy with this. I might, like, in my own time, just pop a tracker here and there on some vents and stuff. I don't know how much I'm gonna do with that in Blender with curves and stuff, but I might off camera just pop in a tracker or two on some parts of the ceilings and the ground. But aside from that, this is it. And I'm gonna take this into Blender next time in the next day or two and just model. I'm just gonna spend a lot of time modeling. Yes. Okay, well, anyway, I don't know if anyone's still here, but if you are, have a good night. Oh, look, the ice in my water melted. That is very bland water. Alright. Let's see. Is that it? Thank you for watching. Nice. Got it. Still remember what half these buttons do. Alright, jumping out. Good night.